Ever wondered what it's like to shoot a gun for the first time? Here's what really happens at a shooting range. Welcome back to the ultimate bucket list. Today I'm so excited to be sharing with you my experience at this shooting range. Today I visited PSC and it was way more exciting than I expected. I had the best time here. So let's go meet my instructor. What sports do you have here?
In this facility we have all Olympic sports except rifles, and we have also IPSC shooting and sport shooting, clay shooting for hunters. We have 3 sports in clay shooting, 1 sport in IPSC, you can shoot with rifles, pistols, shotguns, and the Olympic pistol, firearms, not air pistol or a rifle, that we use normally at 25 meters in the range. I started shooting by accident. So when I was young, normally playing with BB guns, as all kids, yeah. Okay. So my mom, because of afraid, decided to sign me up in a shooting range. If my kid wants to play with weapons, it's a good thing to do it right. Today we will start doing clay shooting. We will start from sporting. We will see and probably try skeet and trap, the 2 Olympic clay shooting sports. And then we will try 25 meters sport pistol for women, and also IPSC shooting with handgun. The division normally in IPSC, it's not a pistol, it's a handgun.
So many different size guns. Can't wait to see them. It's actually my first time using a gun, so I haven't really had a lot of experience.
We'll be fine.
Today we're shooting 3 guns, first being clay shooting. Since I've never held a gun before, I thought it was about time to give it a try. So let's look into what clay shooting involves. We started off with a safety talk and got all our safety equipment, starting off with our glasses and earplugs. Before I started shooting, I got introduced to a few instructors and people that have been shooting for so many years. And this one man that I met had been shooting for 67 years. Now that is crazy. So I had to sit down with him and ask him a few questions. And one of the questions I asked is, what has he noticed for a first timer coming to the shooting range? What should we keep in mind? What are things that we should maybe look out for? And just give me a bit of advice on how I could proceed in this sport.
Πάνω απ' όλα να μην έχεις φόβο για αυτό το άθλημα. Έχεις φόβο, μην έρχεσαι καθόλου. Γιατί έχω δει με το που κατεβαίνω από το αυτοκίνητο, όταν έρχεται κάποιος που ξέρει το άθλημα, εδώ θα μας σκοτώσουν. Μην φάμε καμιά ντουφεκιά, δεν είναι έτσι. Υπάρχουν κανόνες ασφαλείας που δεν υπάρχουν σε άλλα αθλήματα. Τα πάντα είναι και όλα εξαρτούνται από ποιον θα καθίσει δίπλα, ποιος θα διδασκαλέψει, όλα. Μπορεί να είναι και ο αθλητής ακόμα, ο ίδιος και εγώ. Να σου δώσω 10 συμβουλές και μετά να πας στο δάσκαλο. Αλλά ο δάσκαλος ή ο εκπαιδευτής είναι ακόμα καλύτερο.
My challenge today is to shoot at least 1 target with each type of gun. Let's see if I can achieve that. Something about shooting a gun has always excited me, and this chance to meet a lot of successful people in shooting was a big blessing. Just like my coach, he was a finalist in the top 8 at the 2024 European Championships Senior 10-meter air pistol. Let's learn to shoot. Before I came here, I knew nothing about guns. But after shooting and a bit of research, I'm walking away with a lot of knowledge. We're going to start off with clay shooting for sporting. So this is a wide variety of unpredictable targets mimicking hunting scenarios. And I have to admit, this is very fun, and as you can see, they have letters so you know where the discs are coming from. But we didn't spend a lot of time here, we moved straight into the next one.
In skeet shooting, the shooter needs to change stance, but the clays came from 2 specific spots, high tower, low tower. Start with stand number 1 and you finished in stand number 8.
I definitely underestimated what a gun would feel like.
Δυσκολεύει πάρα πολύ. Θα πάω κατευθείαν στον νόμο. Άρα επόμενη ένταση να θέλει να ρίξεις. Κοίτα, ουι, με μπαζούκα. Είναι λίγο δύσκολο αυτό που ζητάω τώρα. Θέλουμε, πάμε, μην με στέκεις, πάμε, εκεί. Το χέρι σου θα έρθει λίγο στα πλάγια. Όμως, δάχτυλο, εδώ όλα έτοιμα. Ο άγουλος, και όπως είναι, αγώνι, κάτω. Δες πώς είμαι.
Holding a gun for this long really does push your arm muscles, and was a really good workout for sure. Before we started shooting anything, we did a drill or two for me to be able to practice the movement of following an object. I walked into the shooting range today feeling like I was just coming in to shoot a gun and have a bit of fun, but I ended up walking away with a lot of respect for people that do this all the time. It is very tiring, it is a sport, it has a lot of technique, patience, and a lot of time you need to dedicate to master this. Because I wasn't sure how shooting a gun would feel, my instructor told me to hold the gun ready to shoot, and he put force on the gun, mimicking what a gunshot would feel like. So I was prepared for what was going to happen next. I definitely flinched a bit, but the good thing is that when you shoot a gun, it pushes you back and it doesn't jolt you up. And that was one of the worries I had, so I'm glad that wasn't the case. Learning how to refill a gun and to shoot wasn't what I expected. It was so much better. I enjoyed this experience so much, and it was so hard at the start, learning how to aim, setting yourself up, holding your posture, waiting for the discs to shoot into the air, and then knowing the perfect time to shoot and not flinch while you're shooting.
Ανέβα λίγο. Ωραία. Και κατέβα προς τα εκεί για να το πιάσει την πορεία. Ωραία. Έτοιμοι. Έφυγε, βγες μπροστά του, μπαμ. Ωραία. Και χτυπάω το φτεράκι για να ανοίξει κάνει. Ανοίγω την κάνει μου λίγο και βάζω το χέρι μου. Για να μην φύγει αυτό, θα μας χτυπήσει. Αυτό ήταν. Πιο ψηλά. Εκεί.
Up to this point, I've been having a lot of fun. I didn't expect to be breaking as many discs as I was breaking, but that was 100% thanks to my instructor because he was really great, and I would recommend coming here and trying out shooting because these guys really know what they're talking about. I'm feeling really privileged to have tried this sport. It is so unique. It is something that I never thought I would really get a chance to do. So I'm so excited that I'm here and that I'm trying this out. It was definitely a lot of fun and very eye-opening. My challenge coming here today was to make sure for clay shooting I would break at least 3 plates. I knew that the first one would be a fluke, the second one would be getting a hang of it, and the third one would mean that I actually know what I'm doing. At the first station, I broke 2 plates, so I definitely believe the first was a fluke. And now at the second one, I was starting to get more confidence, being able to shoot by myself, holding my posture correctly, making sure I wasn't slouching, but I do have to admit, after holding a gun for so long, I didn't realise how tired my arms would be. So up to this point, we've just been doing skeet shooting, and this was really enjoyable. I enjoyed that from the 2 machines, when the discs came out, I knew that they were going horizontal, and I knew exactly where they were coming out from. So that made it really fun. Next, we're going to move on to trap. Hi Yoda, I'm Vasiliki.
I'm George.
So how many years have you been shooting?
I'm shooting right now about 2 years.
And how old are you?
I'm 16 years old.
I heard you were doing a competition soon.
Yes, it's the Panevropαϊκό under 18 here in Malakasa, and I am the only one in Greece competing in trap.
Oh, that's impressive. Is this your first competition that you'll be undertaking?
Yes, this is the biggest competition I have ever taken.
What's your gun? What are you shooting with?
So this is a Beretta 694. It's a trap edition with a TSK back. It got a grip on here, and it's custom made for my body.
So good. I saw you shooting before as well. Do those have timers and they shoot out a disc and then you have to shoot?
You make a vocal, μια φωνητική εντολή και βγαίνει ο δίσκος και πρέπει να τον ακολουθήσεις. Δεν ξέρεις τις μοίρες, δεν ξέρεις τι πιάτα θα σου βγει. Είναι 3 μηχανές κάτω από το σημάδι εκεί. Μία αριστερά, μία στη μέση, μία δεξιά. Και το πιάτο είναι άγνωστο, η τροχιά του, το ύψος του.
I still can't believe how young he is and how successful he has become in this sport. Talking to him gave me a bit of hope of how I now will go. So trap are fixed targets that move away from the shooter. So there's a single machine, a house that the discs come out from, and they move from in front of you away. Now this I found extremely hard. This is really challenging as the discs move away from you. So the longer you take to shoot it, the harder it gets and the further away it gets. So most of the time you just miss your shot. While when I was doing the skeet, it was so much easier because it just moved sideways so you could follow it until you were ready to take your shot. Whenever I took a shot, I felt my whole arm muscles tensing up, trying to keep control of the gun and also hold my position and my balance to make sure that I'll get the perfect aim. And it was very visible. Now when I'm shooting, you can definitely tell that my arm was taking a shot as all my skin was moving around and my muscles. I didn't count how many bullets I had at the start or how many I shot down, but I definitely achieved my goal, so I was happy with that. And I'm ready to move on to the next challenge. Then we said goodbye to clay shooting. Now this was my favourite part as we went to the section which had the Olympic sport pistols and IPS shooting with a handgun. I'm super excited to be doing the 25-meter sport pistol and also shooting with a handgun in bullseye shooting.
Μας κρατάει λίγο ισορροπία.
Εγώ νόμιζα θα το βάλει ακριβώς πίσω.
Εκεί δεν το βλέπω ούτε με κιάλια.
Αυτό είναι δύσκολο. Εγώ περίμενα να το βάλεις.
Δύσκολο δεν είναι να ρίξεις αυτό στα 25 μέτρα. Δύσκολο είναι να πετύχεις το κέντρο στα 25 μέτρα.
Εγώ νόμιζα εδώ δεν είναι. The distance between you and what you were aiming at is quite far.
Now we start with Olympic sport of pistol shooting. We will shoot in 25 meters. This is not the official range of 25 meters pistol. The original range is down there, but because of constructions, it's closed right now. So we will use the bullseye shooting range for 25 meters. Okay.
My challenge that I set for myself coming here was to be able to shoot the targets, break a few discs, and maybe even get a bullseye. So as we were unboxing all the guns and looking at them, I'm super excited to start shooting, but I didn't expect the gun to be this heavy.
Τώρα να φτιάξουμε τη θέση. Γύρνα πλάγια. Ωραία. Τα πόδια σου βάλτε ψηλοπαράλληλα. Ωραία. Προς το στόχο εκεί που βλέπεις το μαύρο, το χάρτινο. Ωραία. Αυτό το χέρι θα μπει στη τσέπη. Έχει εκεί τα δάχτυλα. Και αυτό το πράγμα εδώ όλο θα κρεμάσει. Άχρηστο, τελείως, κάτω, νεκρό. Θα γύρισεις το σώμα σου λίγο πίσω. Okay. Μπορείς λοιπόν να δεις αυτό μέσα από εδώ, να το ευθυγραμμίσεις. Δηλαδή την κορυφή του εδώ να λέγεις με την κορυφή εδώ, όλο μαζί.
Ναι.
Αυτό. Ένα ανέβασμα, θα βρίσκεις το στόχο και θα βαράς. Μπαμ.
Nothing can really prepare you for shooting. This was just something so different from all the sports and activities I've tried in my life. And I enjoyed it so much.
Position. Now keep it down. This is the rest position. Fix your legs. A little bit open more. Okay. Grab the mag and put it in. Down there. Turn it. Yes. Okay. Nice. Take this. Put it back and leave it. Like back. More. Leave it. Technique. Trigger. So prepare yourself. Like lift the weapon a bit. Find the line. Find the sides. Now look target. And when I say go, you leave one shot and down again. Okay? Ready? Go.
Gonna shoot.
Yeah, but you need to find the line.
Yeah.
Go. Again. Alright. Find the line. Again. Nice. You need to pay attention.
Thing, how do I know 100% whether it is in the center?
Now.
I can't see like the smaller people.
You don't need.
One thing that shocked me was loading a gun. It was harder than I thought it would be, and it took a bit more skill and to actually know where to load the gun.
Ready. Perfect line. Go.
I was excited to go have a look at what I shot at the target, and I was happy to know that I shot quite a lot in the 8th and 9th circle, and 90% of my bullets did hit the target, so I was so happy about that. But I have to let you guys in on a little secret. That was my second round. My first round, I only hit the target twice. My hands at this point were getting super tired after holding guns all day long, but I couldn't let them get that tired yet. I had to keep strong because we still had one more gun to go. And then I have a surprise for you guys, which is probably the most exciting thing that I experienced and saw today.
We have now the bullseye shooting. The bullseye shooting, it's actually the base for the IPSC shooting. So you need to learn how to handling a handgun with safety first of all, and then with the basic technique you have to hit the target in bullseye shooting. So in standing position, one target set ahead of you, just to hit it with accuracy, then to go running in IPSC. If you can't hit the target in normal standing position, it's very difficult to start running around in IPSC without knowing what exactly what you need to do with safety and with accuracy. So imagining people to run, to use only the speed of the IPSC without accuracy. Nothing. Everyone can move fast shooting the dirt. Okay?
But before I can show you the surprise, we are going to be looking at the handgun. Now I got shown two. One was a lighter one that they use, I believe, in the police academy, and the second one was a heavy one that was the one that I ended up using because it kicked back less.
So now the final part, we will start the bullseye shooting. You will learn the basic position, shooting stance, handling the handgun in IPSC target. Then I will do a demonstration of an IPSC stage next to us exactly.
Holding this second gun was much trickier than the first one, but I did prefer having the hold. I felt like my grip was stronger on it, and the fact that you were facing straight on to the target I found was much easier to get the hang of.
Αυτό είναι η κλασική στάση. Τώρα, το ίδιο που ισχύει με την καραμπίνα. Λίγησε λίγο τα γόνατα. Εκεί.
This next gun I struggled a lot with how to actually hold the gun. You had to place your right hand first and then your left hand on top of it and hold it straight out, and it did take a bit more effort and thinking every time I would take my hand off the gun and have to re-put it on.
And leave it. Ready.
The more time I spent around guns, being here for nearly over half a day, I got so familiar with the guns, how to use them, the safety, the procedures, the steps, even down to posture, how to set up my hands, and getting into a routine like that, I didn't expect that to happen in one day.
Control.
This handgun was by far, I feel like, the hardest gun to actually pull the trigger on. It was quite heavy and I was pulling down on it and I wasn't pulling hard enough for the gun to shoot. But once I got shooting, it was a lot of fun. As you guys can see, this time the target was much closer. It was the closest target that I've been shooting at this whole day between all the guns. And I did find this gun my favorite. Just because you had the two hands, I felt like I was more in control and that my shot's more accurate. And I'm super excited to show you guys what I actually shot. So I did hit the A, and that is a bullseye. So I was ecstatic about that. I was so happy. That was one of the best shots I've got today, and that put me in a really good mood. Are you ready to stand by? Then I got really excited as my coach said I could come in front and take a few shots at the target a bit closer.
Nice.
Now for the part I was most excited to share. We are using the handgun, but we are doing IPS shootings. We are on the go, and I'll be helping my instructor to show this drill, and this was the part I was most excited about.
IPSC stands for International Practical Shooting Federation. That means that you need to shoot on the move with the maximum accuracy. the new shooters learn first of all how to take the A's, that means the A zone on the target, so the most points that you can take, and then they learn how to do it fast. Then I will show you what we mean in the stage about speed and accuracy at the same time. Imagine a stage that you need to run in the specific areas inside the fault lines that we say, the red lines that make the area. It's different in every stage. In IPSC normally we use handguns, that means 9mm pistols or other calibers. Also rifles, mini rifles, pistol caliber carbines, sometimes 22 pistols and shotguns.
Now it's time for the part I'm most excited about. Let's start the drill. Load, make ready.
Yep.
Are you ready? Stand by. So now this is the drill by air. As you guys saw, it was so much more intense with the action cam. Watching the running, it was very fast. And this is definitely a new goal I'll be walking away with, to come and train at shooting and get to this stage I'll be actually able to do this myself. When I first walked into the shooting range, I came here thinking this was about adrenaline and just shooting a gun and just about having fun. But I think you can agree with me that it was so much more than that. I came here today with my challenge being to learn the basics of shooting, to hit a target and walk out with a new skill under my belt. And I believe I achieved that. Thank you for watching The Ultimate Bucket List. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell if you want more experiences like this. Thank you for watching and for your support.